Hey Shay, this is Rock coming with you with a VOD review. Going to be looking at your Scrim the other day versus Spooky Ghosts. So, as we go ahead and review this, one of the main things we're going to be doing and looking at is how you're playing, how your win condition is, and overall how things are going. Obviously, you're with your new team of Silver Spine friends. They're wonderful. Glad you got to find a spot. And it'll be interesting to see how you guys handle squaring off against a team in your division. Spooky Ghosts are tough cookies. So, with that in mind, first thing I always think about and look at is effectively what is our win condition, what are we doing, and how's our team wanting to play. So right now it looks like you guys actually have what I would consider an all-in or a pick type of composition, right? So one of the big things that you do have that's in your favor is you have a lot of CC ults and all-ins. Hopefully they'll be enough to overwhelm Lucio, but depending on what Lucio goes here, he can be really annoying. I do like the ability that your team has to be able to side lane and camp. That is one thing that they are going to struggle with. Nova can hold a lane, but can't actually like wave clear till late. And then on top of that, Greymane can siege and camp for you, but then again you're stuck. So it'll be interesting to see. I think the early game is highly in your favor, but as soon as Nova starts getting talents online, it can be pretty annoying. So we'll see how you play it. Definitely looking for... Oh, good idea. That's always a tough one to be able to engage on top of Lucio, especially since he gets movement speed when going left and right compared to perpendicular. Oh, it's Spooky Ghost plus Ektar. Okay, I was like, they don't normally play this hero, but that makes sense. Okay, so if your team's doing camps, Nova's found you, so you don't necessarily. This is okay. You've got a Phoenix coming, so it's fine. So feel free to not spam all of your bugs and buttons. Remember, like, your buttons, obviously, your bugs give you health, right? And they help you eat shields. So if you want to do that, that's fine. But, like, you want to make sure that you're getting value out of your bugs. A couple times you've hit the button on cooldown for no reason. They are looking at an invade here, or at least scouting it out. Really, right? You know what I mean? Like, they can't really invade, right? As much as, like, they're scary, this is one of those things where as a team you make sure that you're communicating where they are macro-wise. Because Nova, sure, can maybe prevent Sonya from doing the camp by herself, right? Like 2 versus 2. But with a Brightwing Blink and you guys living in the vicinity, there's no way that he's going to come in and actually be able to steal your camp. So, you guys are pretty much even. Your guys' camp timing is good enough. One of the things, obviously, you want to try and do is if the camp is on the opposite side, you know that the first seed's always going to spawn bottom, so macro-wise you want to try and make sure that you time your upper camps, so that way they will push longer without interference, especially on the camp when it's your side, your advantage, right? So that's one of the weird things about this map, is that it can be much of a tug of war. So you can cheese the objective here. You didn't take the extra beetles on one. Oh, okay. Good job finding Nova. That's okay. It's a miss. Don't feel free, don't chase it anymore. I guess as a team, you can choose when you want to do this objective. It's on your side, so you got time to choose. Still playing out of vision there. It's good. Oh, it was a good idea. I said a little far. Once you get further digs there on 13, you'll be fine. We're on 7, sorry. You'll get or did you not take Thunder King range on 4? Oh, hold on. What? Are you trying to movement speed out of something? Why are we W build? Why are we W build this game? Like, if you had increased range here, you would have landed that stun 100%. You'll have to show me maybe why you get value here. But, so if you're taking that movement speed, you better be getting some good body blocks. So there you go. Yeah. You're going to head home, that's fine. You're going to follow up with cooldown reduction here, I'm guessing. Or are you going full beetle build? Looks like you're on full W. Okay. There goes the dead Brightwing. Yeah, it's one of the hard things is it might be really difficult for you guys to rotate with both Lucio and Nova, right? Because they can kind of just sit in the lane. But in the same sense, you have a way better wave clear than them, so you don't necessarily have to rotate so much. You can kind of just play your 1-3-1. Oh, that's unfortunate. So Bacon died up their top. So this is kind of their seed, right? Like, you might be able to poke once, but no, Eric's here. You're just done. Yeah. So the neutral seeds are always kind of weird, because you want to be able to participate and, like, stop and slow things down, but your composition isn't really designed to do that. You guys really want 10s, so definitely being able to get to 10s faster will help you. So, doing camps, trying not to show. Are we looking for a potential kill here? Q, and then E. Is the target actually the Lucio? Okay, almost. The one thing that's really hard when you're playing Anubarak is just in general you want to have, you usually want to have some sort of guaranteed burst damage as your follow-up, and definitely we're not, like, Cassia doesn't bring enough burst early, right? Like, Cassia did take some of the bursty talents here with the inner light, right? So, like, you can, oh no, that's the healing one, isn't it? That's not the AoE burst one. What's the AoE burst one? Is it 7? Where's that talent? Oh, here it is. Yeah. There you go. So until she gets this talent, she doesn't have necessarily burst. But then on top of that, it's burst around her, right? So it's a little bit harder to potentially get that to trigger for a kill. And them having lots of movement speed also makes things a little bit challenging. So I can see maybe that you're looking for movement speed to be able to out movement speed other things, but yeah. So it's seeds on their side. I agree. We don't have 10s. We really don't want to fight it. So can we get a macro advantage? Can we do something else? Alright, let's see. We're on 10s. We're online. Let's see how we do. Let's see how our combos work. So we see someone's there in the bush. Yep, well done. Okay, he blew his E. 2 showing bot on the minimap. So you want to make sure that we're able to find something, whether it be pushing or supporting camps here. There's them again. Good luck. Trying to get some body blocks, maybe? No, that's fine. Okay, so this is our seed, so hypothetically they shouldn't commit hard. They should really push bottom, especially since they have Greymane. You being posted up there gives a good opportunity to kill Eric here. Eric with a K. Oh, no, we missed our stun. Okay. So, I've seen it the whole game, and maybe it might be just something that to either practice or learn. So it looks like you like using Q, then E. And so it's like, so if you may want to look at doing E then Q in this particular situation. So, like, not that it's wrong, but, like, you know where he's standing and your team is ready to engage. So you could easily E first from the bush, then Q, because you knew which route was his escape, and then potentially that would make it to where you can't miss your second stun because you've landed your first one, versus Sonya. Oh, okay, Sonya kind of messed you up. That's a little bit of a panic follow-up stun. But right, but like, just being able to communicate with your team who's doing what first, right? Because if you E first, then Sonya can hit her spear because it's guaranteed stunned, and then you follow up stun. So it's okay. All right. So Phoenix is bottom. Phoenix has laser, so we're okay with playing some sort of a macro big thing. May's looking for a snowball or ice wall. It is snowball. So yeah, she was standing behind to look for that. We're looking good. So this is our side. We are going to be trading, we'll call it the bottom wall for the top wall here, right? Because of the camps and how they're pushing. But we'll see how we do. There's a laser. Oh, it's a good idea. Oh, everyone's subbing. You got Cypher in too. So, okay. So I absolutely love the cocoon here on Lucio, because Lucio can't save himself. So if you do your stun combo right, Lucio can't actually get out of the cocoon. Right? It's like, it is difficult because Lucio does have high five, so he does have unstoppable frames if a friend is in range to cleanse them both. But it's really difficult for Lucio to do that if you lined up your combo correctly. Based on the timing here, we're not going to have it because we R'd and Q'd, right? So it feels like we panic pushed our buttons there. So if we're looking to go on Lucio, right? So we missed our wombo there. That's okay. Okay, so we wait for them to come back. Okay, Lucio overextends on the right. You see it, and you I don't know if your team is just. Like I said, I'm like, we're just trying to poke, clearing mid, right? Looks like Sonya's even like breaking off to come cover mid, or maybe look for a big flank. But if we're looking to kill here, right? Like you caught him mid push off, right? So now Lucio's in a bad position. I don't like I said, I feel like you fat fingered the Q because you actually had what you needed to get him, right? So effectively, you see the maze dropping the blizzard on every single cocoon because it does multiple hits per tick, so it's able to burst through cocoon pretty fast. So, but then like we aren't able to lock down Ektar despite because then here comes the high five, right? Like that's how they know what to do. They're like, someone needs to come to me so I can't get stunned or polymorphed, right? So unfortunately they're out, but Rogoth used all of his buttons, so he has to use the snowball here if you guys chase him down. Nope. Hey, you guys found Nova. Good job. So pushed him off. We got our objective. We're up. Looking good. Mana's definitely needed for you. We, like I said, we ended up losing the bottom wall and some structure damage here because of the camp timing. But overall, not too bad. For us being the more macro-oriented team, we're doing pretty good. Nova is going to start being able to nuke all the waves here. And so depending on how Nova plays, we can run into some wave problems, especially since May effectively at 13 here. Did May talent into it? Did May talent into the Blizzard talent? No, she didn't. Okay, so she's playing for more of the team fights. If you take Polar Vortex, May effectively has Joe clear speed now. So, but that's okay. So 3 of 3. This is where we want to be. The top camp of theirs is going to get value, right? Just because of the macro choices that they've done, right? So if we can look for a kill, we're really good at pick, and we're really good at all in. Oh, Sonya went Wrath too, so we actually have more split pushing. Okay, so our all-in's a little bit less. I was thinking that we had multiple ways to bait out the high five, so we are a little bit more on the all-in pick side. But I think Sonya being a little more bruisery and being able to create your split push pressure is good for your macro choice on the map. So let's see if we can find something or find someone. We're going to try and cheese the beetles. Push all of our buttons there. Sonya's slamming. Let's back it up, because it feels like the way that we engaged here didn't seem to connect. Okay. Okay, so we've decided, let's try and get the objective. So you dropped your beetle, you dropped both of your stuns. This is where the level 1 beetles would have been huge, right? Because then both of the beetles can tank for you, so you can channel and have both of your stuns up for this. I have not seen enough magic damage yet to tell me that you needed the 20% extra magic damage on W, but maybe we'll see it here in a sec. So we're getting nuked there, and our W wasn't up, right? Like our W wasn't up that whole time because we used it to get the beetles to start. So we didn't have any of our magic armor for the little bit of magic damage we did take from Nova. So we used all of our buttons. You have to run away. Hogger gets a flank. Goodness, this is a mess. Where did the cocoon go? Okay. Alright. So it looks like we're looking cocoon on Lucio. Okay, cocoon hits Lucio. So can the team kill Lucio without you? Because look at where they're positioned, right? Like we got 2 damage there. Silver Spy is going to be focusing on keeping you alive. And Cypher might be able to get over here. Cypher went warp build, so he could warp in, but kind of put himself into a choke to get the auto attacks in. Everyone turned to you. I don't know what was the comms were like or what was happening, but we effectively removed the healer from the fight and then ran. Right? I agree you're weak and you're low, or maybe someone called, that Hogger was coming from the flank, but effectively our cocoon didn't get anything. And then That's unfortunate. They're trying to get the beacons, but it didn't bounce. He got away. So, yeah, we pretty much used all of our tools and we got nothing. So, you might be able to get a pick if they're out of position. Oh, did we miss our either? Because that seems like a little deep. We're not trying to body block there. Okay, looks like you're in and everyone else is out. Right? I don't know what the high level call was here. If we're re-engaging or backing up or reset. But like, Sonya's not coming. And then our 2 DPS that are in range, right? Lucio's speed is active, so everyone's running faster, so it's harder for them to re-engage with you. And then you're digging in, and then even if you, yeah, I think you're just dead, unfortunately. Oh, almost. That was a lot closer than I thought. I thought for sure you were just gonna get munched, but the Phoenix laser was on point. Best peels is damage. So unfortunately, this brawl for them, on top of like no one's necessarily won, this brawl is hugely effective for them because of their macro choice to get this Giants. Right, the Giants are knocking down your building, and they're pretty much going to get it for free the longer this fight goes on. But I don't think you really had a choice, right? That's some good damage on Ektar. Almost got him, right? Just having the teams being able to communicate what we're doing. Are we objective? Are we fighting? Obviously, Cypher can duel because Phoenix, right? He likes to trade. Cassie likes to trade, right? Both of them have effectively more health than other heroes, so allowing them to trade is good. But then our burst is lacking when we want to go in for stuff. Oh my gosh, Cypher's gonna die down there. You got the Lucio though. Oh my gosh, Cypher doesn't die. Silver Spy with the save. Okay, but you died. Okay, let me go back. Okay. Alright, so we're here. Following you, so we back up. Yeah, do this do-si-do again. Keep watching, keep watching. Okay. So Lucio gets bullied to death over there. And then, great. Wow. That was a great guess. 100% that kill happened because of you. That was a great guess. Unfortunately, we're so low. Right? And then the... Oh. Oh. Whoa, that was a weird interaction. So the Brightwing heal landed and then got cocooned. Or snowballed. So... Ah, oh, man, this is so hard. So it feels like, to me, that we don't have that one more lockdown for during cocoon kills. We really are tight in all in on cocoon and locking down a kill. And since we are effectively like, you know, it's like not really burst, we're in a spot where a good engage that typically what may generate a kill isn't generating kills. And then we've had a couple engages that are a little weird where a team maybe isn't in sync or isn't on the same page. So we're going to get the wall. That's not really a lot we can do. That's theirs. And then we took Flaming Beetles, I'm guessing, to reveal Nova more. Yeah, that's fine. If you really need to reveal Nova, like you know where she is, your creating spines can reveal her just fine. So, okay, we're looking at the Lucio, or we're trying to get it. Are we? It really feels like our cocoons are being used defensively. Are we in that much danger? So right here, we rotated up. Why did we rotate up? Right, like to me right here, like obviously you can't kill Rogoth, but to me like Rogoth just used his escape tool to come in, right? So he's the target that's most likely easy to die. So then you blow Cocoon, Silver Spy makes sure that he can't get out and can't snowball you. But then we're just getting chunked from the bullet and from Nova. Like you just barely live here. Yeah, I don't. That's this is more of a macro thing than a tank thing, I guess. But like, I guess why did we? They went middle, right? Like we finished this. They're 5 mid, backdooring mid, right? Okay, so I understand. We can, like, this building's gone. There's literally nothing you can do. So in my opinion, if you can get them to either overstay or get ready to help middle, this middle building's dead. This is just a bad rotation because we came to them and we're now showing we're 5 versus 4, right? And so even if they weren't thinking of fighting, they now say, "Oh, they're down a player. Let's look." Right? That's why he's sliding in here, right? They're like, "Hey, they're down a player. We might be able to get something." So, yeah, I don't know. I think that we ended up so like we used a couple cooldowns and things, and so now when we do want to fight 5v5, right? Sonya's rotating down, but Sonya's gonna get run down here. Oh, it's a good juke. Okay, we made it. We ended up blowing Wrath though, right? So all of that like back and forth um, just didn't generate much, and so this is a hard. Yeah, like we know it. Like you want to scout and find out that they're there, but in the same way, we don't want to necessarily waste the resources to know that they're there, right? Like we know that they're there. We're taking other camps already, so like you know, hypothetically, them seeing you might make them back up because they're like, oh, the people should be hanging out with the tank, and so you backing up means that you're not there. But whatever. Um, we don't want to really fight them. We got 16s, so now we can look for the next seed. The next seed's on R. Is we don't have to fight for the next seed. We are 3 of 3. They are 1 of 3. So we get to have a little bit more choice in what we do. Looks like we're trying to gank. Clone has found us. Yeah. So we're not going to be able to do that. They're painting the map blue. We're kind of just stuck doing homework. But so we need to watch out. Oh. Okay. We looked. We didn't find it. So they've done all the homeworks. You found 2. This this feels real ballsy. You have no damage with you. I understand you found Nova, but like you can't kill her by yourself. And now that you've used your escape mechanism, it's a lot more scary for you, right? Like the Brightwing. Oh, unfortunate, right? So I think that's just part of as you're going through and looking at what you want to do and how you want to play. Make sure your E is used for that engage when your team is present, or your E is used as your I get out. But because we accidentally used both there, it effectively caused 2 ults, and your well, your Brightwing didn't die, but we caused 2 ults there to be used. So what we potentially could have leveraged during this time, like yes, we're down 2 levels. We don't have to play for this seed, right? Like this is their seed, so we could potentially have open up the map and look to do something bottom on this bottom pick versus Hogger because we really don't care about this seed. It's on their side and they're 1 of 3, so we could have potentially opportunities down here to do things. We could look to camp invade, right? Assuming their homework was done, but lots of choices could be done, but they're not available now. Not only because we're dead, but because of like we are chasing and looking for fights and kills instead of playing what's in front of us. So Hogger's pushing there. Um, we have to kind of just wait. Said. So Hogger's still staying. We might be able to do something. No, he left. Okay. 2 mid. They're getting what they can for free. Hogger's probably running to the bot camp. Nova's doing homework top. So, um, we're in a weird spot. The 3rd seed for us is gonna spawn. The next seed's gonna spawn. The next seed's gonna spawn right here. So we should be able to fight for that neutral seed here and try and get a and try and be able to use that to finally push. We do have Wrath Sonya, so we can get some good siege. Phoenix can offlane by himself and hypothetically live. He could get ganked if both like Nova and them run him down if he's pushed too far on the outside of the map. But hooray! We hopefully found a Hogger. Oh, you guys got to work on that. I don't think they knew that, but if you blink to him, nice, you got your stuns off. And you're going to get the Lucio. Oh, man. Oh, no. There you go. This is part of the the burst question. So like Silver Spy was blinking in to Cypher to try and get in range to polymorph, right? And so the blink actually disjoints Silver Spy's ability to help. So now the extra lockdown that we want here, right, is just shy. This is why I was thinking that we were all inning with Sonya, leave Sonya here, because then it provides the second, third CC pressure to enable our sustained damage dealers to get kills. Obviously, Sonya or Cassie's on her way, but there's not a lot we can do. This cocoon's great because if Sonya had leap, right, that's a dead Eric, right? Like just 100%, he's dead. And then Lucio came down, and then you get to kill Lucio too. But because we don't have that mix of burst and that one more follow-up CC, right? Like it doesn't like if Cypher was a a Jaina or something, Eric would have been dead too. Right? Like something with burst to punish the fact that you stunned him for 4 seconds and he couldn't move. But now this is a weird predicament. So we've blown Cocoon. There's a susceptible target here. There's a good chance that we're not going to be able to cast anything. You have to land your Q perfectly. It's not going to be up in time. So you probably won't be able to secure this follow-up. And so as a team, can you dive the tower for this? That seems really risky. And then we have to watch out for Snowball. Right, Snowball could very easily push us over the wall. So we'll see what we can do. And there's the Snowball, right? Rogoth kind of overkilled there. But at least when he comes out, the polymorph was on point. Well done, Silver Spy. And so that enables that Lucio to die, right? So we can kill things. We can kill Lucio out of the cocoons. And that's really what we probably should be trying to focus on more as we take our team fights. So, we're in trouble there. Ooh. Ooh, this might be an overextension from them. Can you get Eric? Oh, we're split. Cypher's dead. Eric's dead. 2 for 2. This is actually huge. They don't have damage. Yep. Get that rift. No, the real one's left. Oh. Oh my gosh, you guys are so close. You have E. Wait, we didn't dig for either one of these? Okay, we get it eventually. But really, I guess maybe it wasn't called, or Bacon didn't say that he was on that target, but like, she should have died out here instead of up here, because now you're tanking towers on the wrong side and not being able to help. Oh, Red Wing still comes to you, so you might be able to kill Kalidas. Nope. Okay, so now we don't want to chase. As funny as it sounds, we don't want to chase now. We want to be getting buildings. We want to be doing everything we can. So, oh, it was a seed reset, so yes, it's going to be here. So, okay, this building should more or less die. Nope, Nova things. So you're going to have to help it if you want it. Which, you got beetles, you should be fine. Did you end up going more beetle talent to 16 here, or did you take Epicenter? Okay, take Epicenter. Okay, so once again, we're in the positive favor that this is 3 of 3 seed for us and not for them. So we can choose what to do. They're still dead, 3 players. I almost wonder, like, you need a full heal. You need, like, before this is captured, you need full heal. I almost wonder if, like, it's going to be a big picture macro call. If you guys actually don't take this seed, unless you don't think you can win team fights, right? We've been kind of losing team fights this whole time. But I almost wonder if you don't take this seed now, and instead we get camp, wave, camp, and that gets you 20. Well, you probably need this one too. So, like, camp, wave, wave, camp, camp, that's 20, and you have a 20 versus 20 fight for the seed that's on your side of the map. But I guess there's not that much of an advantage anymore because the building's gone. Yeah, you should probably grab it as fast as possible. So, you still need to get mana. So, Nova Bribe, nope. So they just stole it because they knew we were on the bottom side. We were taking the camp. Okay. Let's see. We're clearing that up. That's fine. It should die pretty quick. I don't like you coming into this fight with only half mana. You got all your buttons up, but you can't even use them all. Right? Cocoon 70. Stun, stun. You throw all 3 of your buttons once and you're out of mana. So, definitely look at to conserve here. Nova things. There's a Lucio showing bottom, so you might be able to find an opportunity here. Sonya's dead. Yeah, you tried to go back in and save Sonya. This is the Lucio problem, right? You guys didn't do necessarily anything wrong. It's just that anytime we take space, right? So like after we get stunned here, like Lucio's bottom, so we can hang out here for a little bit longer. But as soon as we see Lucio rotating up, we have to leave, and it really sucks because we can get run down. There's no structures for us to go to. So if we get stuck fighting in the open lane without a true like pick engage, they will just run us down. So we don't want to fight under their towers, right? Because they tower aggro in our burst structure. So we back up, and it's, you know, this is just 100% Lucio things, right? Like slow came in, and then Lucio ran it down. So Sonya's just dead, and then you try to save Sonya. Playing too hard for the snowball there. So, looks like we'll be fine. So, we ended up trading 1, and we did no damage bottom, half a building. So, not terrible. So, we get the middle building. Nope, we can't do that because they're coming. Yep. Oh, you got snowballed. Snowballed and dead. Just too far overextended there. Or did maybe comm miscommunication. Because, I don't... Like, we see 2 top, right? Like, I don't know if you called take this mid building, but this is very risky, right? Like, there's no one showing top, or maybe you just missed it between the 2. But, like, this is too far. Clearing the wave I'm okay with, and then backing up, but it's really not your job to clear the wave either. So, but yeah, effectively everyone gets out but you. You would have to E right away. Oh my gosh. Did you unburrow? I didn't think that could hit you. You were unstoppable. Maybe it does. It says it consumes the hero. Okay. Huh. I learned something new. I would think if it says unstoppable, it means you're unstoppable. But, I guess not. So, yep, that means they get this building. There's not a lot we can do about it. Between clones and gray main damage, they should be able to get this. Whoa, what are they doing? Oh, they didn't have the wave. They just blew up the building. Colitis. Okay, they got the building. So, next seed is going to be 2 of 3 top mid. So, 2 of 3, 3 of 3. So this will be your contention point here. They pretty much get that seed for free. I like that we're going to invade because we don't really want to play with their seed. They've took our camp because they're on that side of the map. We were down. We're taking both of their camps. That's fine. Oh. We dodged the snowball this time. Can we punish? Oh my gosh, it's so close. Did we not have ult there, or did we just wait because we thought we didn't need it? Okay. Tried to immediately snowball. We hit our stun. We had lightning ball up. Bacon needed a lightning ball immediately. You have the level 20 cooldown reduction ult ball. You definitely ball here. 100%. I know it looks like she's close to dying, so you don't need it. But Kavgas has a saying, there's no kill like overkill. Like, use that ball. You're an all-in comp. That ball would have been bouncing, 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 bouncing. Still bouncing. Still bouncing. And then because we waited so long to use it, it only got 2 bounces. That Hogger's dead to rights. So we would have had 2 kills there. instead of 1. Okay, we got our kill. What do we do? Right, they lost their wave clear. Someone needs to answer top. Looks like that's going to be Sonya's job. Can we finish mid? Like, we're trying. That's the real Nova, but no, I guess if 3 of 3 seed showing, we should have focused our positioning around this. I didn't realize 3 of 3 was up. I mistimed that. So let me see what you guys could have done then, since we knew 3 of 3 was up after our 2 kills there. So it should have been 2 kills, 1, then 2. Right? So once all those kills are dead, right? So the seed doesn't have much time left. So I think we come back, like, just walk around this way and get the seed instead of trying to support the minions here. I originally agreed with trying to push your advantage and do that, but the seed literally spawns, you know, as we're walking into tower range here, the seed spawns. So if we knew it was that close, we should have been here instead of trying to siege. And then Rogoth gets the flank on us because we don't have visibility. Excellent, wifey. That's a great AoE stun. Oh my gosh. That burst damage. That was really good, guys. That was really good burst damage. Oh, no. Do we have rewind? Well, let's watch that stun again. That was pretty. Look at that. They overcommitted so hard. You got a triple stun with your E. Triple Q. Well, you only hit 1. Feel free to Q right away. It feels like you're, like, posturing and moving to re-look at yourself. So, great heals. A little overextension from Cypher there. So, okay, you didn't have rewind up for 12. Okay, as a team, like, pretty much we need to be calling out. We're dueling. Yeah, now you're trying to peel and we're just in trouble. So you just E out here. You E diagonally, and you leave bacon to die. You just didn't E fast enough, so then you got run over. I know you're trying to help bacon, but he got one in return. Close is trying. Nope. So yeah. Oh, we might be able to run down Nova. Oh. Unfortunate. Wow. All that to say, and we didn't get the seed, and we didn't really go up. We traded again, right? And the trading's just helping them with the Nova that can constantly knock that down. So I would love to be able to take this seed, right? Just Nova Hogger. But there's Hog. Obviously we're waiting because we can Brightwing in. They're 3 now. Oh boy. Oh boy. This just felt risky. If we were going to do it, oh my gosh, the laser beam. Man. Maybe laser to interrupt this. I don't know. That's game. So, looks like you get one more attempt to do your thing. So let's look at that. See what you do. So, I agree it's pretty much over at this point. Like I said, they have a level 21 objective, and it's coming at us. Stand, run away. We got rewind ready. Let's see how you're using your rewind buttons. That's a bad hog bounce. I'd love to rewind. Kill hog right here. Where's Lucio? There, Lucio isn't even showing. Yeah, I would have rewind and killed hog right there. Right? You don't have tons of burst, which kind of makes some of your engages a little more trickier to do. But to me, that's a bad bounce from Hogger. He bounced right in front of you. So, blood again missed. You get one more shot at this. Any fun stuns? Like, at this point, you know you're going to lose. Like, just get some kills. Have some fun. Right? You're not going to get a chance to push the buttons, are you? There's a cocoon on a clone. That's the real Nova. Oh, we got all snowballed. So, you get one, but they're going to die for the core. 2, 3. Yeah, die for core. Okay. Overall, there's a couple, like I said, we pointed out a couple misfires here where it felt like we're on the same page, or we're engaging without our team, or we engage like deeper than when our team could support. But to me, the biggest thing on this one is is a mixture of the other two components of our team's ultimates aren't syncing up well, right? Like you don't have enough damage, enough CCs between you and Brightwing to make laser work, right? Like they can't stay. They're not going to stay in laser forever. So like leap plus crater means they can never leave the laser. It doesn't matter how cool Lucio is, he can't go through the crater. So like I thought for sure this was leap when I first saw Sonya, not split pushing. Um, Lightning Ball I think was really good. I really would love to have seen what would have happened if we would have gotten the Lightning Ball off here immediately, because you get the CDR, and you probably could have gotten one, maybe two kills, and then gotten the seed for free, compared to then trading out kills and damage to eventually losing the seed and all this other stuff. You guys started making a good comeback. The cocoons on Lucio were going great or late. I don't know if we could have transitioned and gotten that done earlier, so we actually hit the right targets. But yeah, I would definitely look to see what you want to do and how your team wants to communicate. But typically, Anubaraks want to be either followed up on their stuns with burst damage, or they are walling with beetles and stuff and are able to counter engage their engage. Right, if they have a very linear engage, like a variant or something, you can stun out their team, and you're able to play as a vision tank and maintain space and not get taunted, right? You've got lots of beetles, lots of vision tools, so if a variant shows up, you can dig away. Like as soon as he's charging you, you just dig, right? So he can't charge and taunt you at the exact same time. So as soon as you see the charge coming, just push dig. Um, yeah, so I said definitely. I think it was not a terrible tanking game. You had a couple really cool early game stuff where you're playing out of vision and looking for stuns. But that brings me back to our talent choices real quick. So it increases spell armor, right? So there's a weird thing that Anubarak does, and you tend to do it as well, is that Anubarak pushes W to get beetles out. So you're using the beetles for wave clear a little bit, right? With the burning beetles, you're using them for vision checks, right? And so I don't know how much of this got value from spell armor, because specifically the only spell armor target is Nova, right? And Nova, despite being spell damage, right? So it's like they're specifically going to be going for pinning shot, and so pinning shot um, removes armor, or sorry, anti armor here. It reduces physical armor, right? And so what you're really dying to is the anti armor between Nova and Greymane. And then when you have no armor, Lucio's auto attacks start hurting. So taking the spell armor here doesn't really make sense to me. I would have loved to have had the toggleable beetle on one, or if you recognize I'm getting chunked and I just need to live, feel free to pivot into Globe 1. I know Globe 1 is not amazing, it really isn't, but more health is a chance for you to live. It's worth taking. I know it's not a good talent, and you probably will have a very hard time finishing it. This game goes late, this map always goes late. Maybe you'll get the bonus 500 health. But at a minimum, you'll live longer, and hopefully you can complete it with 21 minutes. You'd hopefully have gotten your 30 globes by then. This talent here, I don't know if you took this because of Mei Lucio matchup, where you wanted to have a little bit more speed, right? Because Lucio passively increases the speed of all of his teammates by 10%, right? And then when he puts the amp up, it's 20. So yes, it helps you not get run down as much by Lucio specifically and his team, but like we're not really running down and fighting. A lot of the time when we fight as a Nubrak, they're quick engages. They're two stuns, blow up. Cocoon, stuns, blow up. I understand taking this if you were trying to body block or get a movement speed advantage into somebody, but this doesn't feel like it got a lot of value, especially since Ming ended up going the Black Ice here, where the slow no longer decays. So Ming's slow in general is already kind of rough, right? Like you get hit slowed by 80%. It's practically a root. So yeah, so I don't know. I didn't see the value for all three of these talents. I think these are all wrong. I would have gone probably Beetles on one so I could cheese the objective. I would have probably gone the range here just because The cast range means that you potentially can reach things like Nova or Lucio. Like when you're coming over the wall, you can get a lot more deep engages. You don't have to go deep like away from your team, but you can be positioned differently to hit engages that are tougher. And then on top of that, you do more damage, right? And so there's one or two times where people got away really low, right? Like remember that really cool pile you hit here? Like imagine if you ended up doing a bonus 100% damage, so double damage on your E. So you would have done 432 damage, right, on that pile instead of 216. So, yep, just something to think about. Um, Burning Beetles, I'm imagining you took this for the wave clear or to reveal Nova. Um, but in reality, unless you're going all beetles, this technically does more damage, right? Which kind of plays into what you're trying to do, which is kill things for more damage. If you took this for the reveal and for the wave clear, that's fine. Um, I play with enough Nova that I wouldn't want this to reveal Nova specifically. Like it's not going to change anyone on my damage structures team be able to reveal Nova. Everyone on their team can reveal Nova, so I don't need to necessarily reveal her. I agree, epicenter is away and rewind. So make sure when we're using our rewind that we're able to not only do the 4-button combo to like stun 4 times, but feel free to just snap a rewind if someone thinks they're safe because you don't have your stun up. Just flip it and turn on them. So hard game. Spooky Ghosts are a really tough group. Like I said, I think you guys had some really cool moments to shine. I really think the biggest thing for me on this one, besides the 2 or 3 goofs or misplays, is going to be more of the macro decisions and the either ult choices here or burst damage choices. Because if you want to take a Anubarak, you really do want to have some sort of burst. And we got late game burst. We really do. We have some really good late game damage for burst. But like I couldn't see how your ult was syncing up with Planet Cracker without at least one more stun. And then I don't see yeah, I was like Leap would have been huge to lock down several of their squishy targets. Like Sonya can almost solo Lucio, Nova, or Greymane by herself if she leaps and blows all of her stuff on them, right? And so just to me, that idea of having a multi-targeted threat makes it a lot harder for Lucio to high-five the targets. So, right, that's all I got. Catch you later. Have a good one.